Hey, good morning, everybody. Oh, go ahead.
Perfect.
Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Kind of a cloudy morning, but it's going to be an exciting morning.
In your pocket. Just put that in your pocket.
We are having some friends of ours from Wink TV shadowing me today. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's kind of dark.
We're so
There's-
happy to be here.
Yep. Rachel and
Peyton.
photojournalist.
Yep.
Peyton. Peyton, yeah. Oh, so this is how I start. We start early in the morning, and I always refer to this as like Christmas morning.
I love that.
This is like a present in a box. I don't know what it's going to look like until that sun comes up. So let's see what happens. Sometimes these clouds explode with color. But we're going to be talking about Hurricane Ian. As you know, we're going to be observing the 2-year anniversary of that terrible storm that ravaged our southwest Florida coastline on September 28th. So we'll hang out down here for a little while, give our beach family a chance to check in and say good morning to each other. And then I'll do my usual thing. I'll start up another live feed and we'll take our walk up the beach towards Del Norwegans. So hit that share button, let your friends know what you're watching. Let them know you're at the beach with Robb. Got some of our early morning swimmers out there already. Every once in a while when it's dark out, I see these folks out there swimming out of the corner of my eye, and I think it's a dolphin popping up.
Very
So
flat
feel,
this morning.
yeah, feel free to talk to me.
Okay. We just got camera, so
Okay,
as soon as that is ready, we'll start chatting more.
all right. What I do is I kind of just hang out here
Yeah.
for my first live feed, get a little more light, and then I walk up the beach.
Yeah. What is this your favorite time? Like right when the sun's coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave the house, around 4:30, right after watching you and Zach. I get the news, I get the weather, and I head over to the beach. I walk over here. I get here about 5 o'clock in the morning.
And how do you greet everyone? What's your kind of the first, you already did it, but
Yeah, it's hey everybody, good morning. Sometimes it's a happy, whatever, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, whatever. Happy Friday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television.
How does this morning look to you? Pretty typical?
There's no such thing as a typical morning. Every morning's different. Every morning is unique. I mean, some people see that, some people don't. But, it might be different kinds of clouds. The waves are different. The temperature's different. Even the smells can be different out here in the morning. Especially when I get up to La Playa when they're cooking breakfast. The bacon.
Yeah.
It's torture.
What are you noticing this morning?
Well, this morning, it's fairly calm out here.
Yeah.
The water is nice and calm. It's getting a little warmer. 89 degrees is the water temperature. I'd say cloudy skies. There was some incredible lightning down to the south this morning. Beautiful lightning show. I got some awesome video of that. That's kind of my favorite, coming out here when there's a storm out in the Gulf.
Oh, yeah.
Just before sunrise, just after sunrise, the lightning out in the Gulf is amazing.
We were seeing it when we were driving. It was beautiful.
And the
way
moon-
it lit up the sky.
The moon was gorgeous. It went behind the clouds. We didn't get to see it sink into the Gulf. Oh, it was beautiful this morning.
Yeah. Do you usually walk a little bit, or do you?
Yeah, well, this first live feed, I
You
kind
like
of,
to show.
I just kind of hang out here.
That's fine. We don't have to.
It's
walk.
just it's a good morning. This is the alarm clock. This is what gets. We call ourselves the beach family.
Yeah.
This is what gets everybody out of bed. It's hey,
Don't want to
good
walk
morning.
too much. Not too much movement right in the morning.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've already walked probably 4 miles already this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been out here. I was thinking about that this morning. I started in 2015. So it's going to be coming up on 10 years there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. And you have people, I bet, who are up there every morning with you.
Oh yeah. What happens is people come and go. I'm usually live for a total of about 90 minutes, but I'm out here for 4 to 5 hours. And the whole idea behind these live feeds and why I go for so long is it's to bring people together in the morning. It's to give them something to watch besides the bad news. Now, wink, they can watch the good news in the morning. But, you know, they can watch the news anytime they want. This is kind of an easy way to wake up and meet people. I mean, this beach is like a magnet. It attracts awesome people. I mean, that's kind of my motto, my slogan is bringing wonderful people together in the mornings, one beach walk at a time. That's what I'm out here for. It's not for tourism. It's not for news. You guys do the news. People do watch me for the news, especially during Hurricane Ian. They were glued to my live feeds wanting to see whatever. It was hard to get coverage. I mean, you guys couldn't be everywhere.
Were you out here?
I
mean, you couldn't fully be out here.
Right where we came in, where you're parked, I was here at 4:30 as the surge was coming in. And the beach was lined with people, just lined. It was like a circus. There were so many people, you're just curious. This is the first storm surge I ever have seen in my life. I've been in Florida all my life. 67 years old, I grew up in Miami. Moved over this coast in 1980 to Marco, came up to North Naples in 90. Been through a lot of hurricanes, tropical storms, no-name storms. Ian is the first time that I witnessed the actual damage from a storm surge. I've seen the catastrophic winds from hurricanes, the torrential rains, but never the storm surge. Been warned about it for many, many years. This is the first one that I actually witnessed, and it was horrible. It was horrible. You couldn't get away from it. Like I said, we're up on the beach up here. I've got video of that you can grab if you want off the internet. They did not know what was in store for them. I mean, they were excited. They were, every time a surge, a wave would come on shore, it would get bigger, and get up higher and higher. Before you know it, the water was going out into the road, and people are like, "Ooh, that's a good one, that's a good one." The kids are clapping. Ugh. 2 hours later, the water was up past Vanderbilt Beach Drive and Vanderbilt Beach Road. It was 6 feet deep.
And
on
where
Vanderbilt
were you
Beach.
Physically during that time?
I was at my house when it started peaking.
Yeah.
We did go out and we drove around in my friend's truck for a little while until we totaled it. You're not supposed to drive through high water, but I'm a thrill seeker, and I do not advise anybody to do that. But we hit a tree that had fallen over and was submerged underwater and trashed this truck.
Scary. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Well.
But I mean, the wind. I mean, we did have some wind down here.
Yeah.
But it was, all the other hurricanes that I've been through. I mean, Andrew was terrible over in Miami. Charlie, kudos to Jim Farrell, by the way. He did awesome coverage.
Famously.
Yes, as does Matt. Matt does a wonderful job with your weather here. But it's always been wind and rain.
Yeah.
We always get the flooding from the rain, but this was a whole different kind of flooding.
Yeah. So as we're walking right now, are you seeing anything that's either an impact of Ian or something that's changed since Ian?
Well, this entire coastline has changed. Everything. I mean, the vegetation has thinned out. It's starting to make a comeback. There's places up to the north of us, more on Vanderbilt Beach itself. Now we're kind of in Pelican Bay, south of Vanderbilt Beach. But when we get up to Vanderbilt Beach, you're going to see where there's houses with still no kinds of landscaping behind them. All the dunes, the sea oats and everything, they're all gone. Now some residents have replanted on their own, some of the condos. They have replanted the dunes on their own, but the state still hasn't made an effort, to replant the dunes. Now I don't know if it's true, I heard there's actually like a shortage in the nurseries and everything of sea oats because of the storm to get the seedlings. And I'm sure it's a money issue. I try to let everybody see who I'm talking to because they're not getting their looks around here as we're getting these early morning colors.
Yeah, do your thing for a little bit.
But when we walk up north is where you're really going to see
the impact.
Yeah, the impact.
Okay. Yeah, talk to your people. Talk to them like you normally would if we weren't here a little bit. We don't want to process.
It's okay. It is interesting. I'm glad the word's getting out there. You know, and it's the storm surge thing. One of my friends that I would see every morning at Del Nor Wiggins out paddleboarding, the morning before the storm, his last words were to me, this thing's going to be nothing.
Oh, no. Famous last words?
Yeah. And everybody gets complacent. A couple years after a major hurricane, everybody starts getting complacent and they forget about what happened. And I'm glad you're doing this story. I mean, you got to keep it in front of people. You got to. And we lucked out. I mean, further to the north, the further north you go from here, the worse that storm surge got. We lucked out with Hurricane Irma. I mean, we were going to have a 15-foot surge here in Naples, but the back of that storm kind of fizzled out. And it sucked all the water out of all the canals here, all the bays. The pier was up, on high, dry ground. But because the back end of that storm fizzled out, it didn't push that water back in. It just kind of trickled back in. We left during that storm. It wasn't my choice. We had a mother-in-law we had to take care of, so I would have been out here on the beach.
Oh, I know it.
But
sun's coming up a lot more now. It's
yeah,
beautiful out there.
We're getting some nice color now. Like I say, every morning is unique in its own special way.
Yeah. What are you noticing this morning?
I've got the Wink crew out here with me.
That is different, right?
That is awesome. No, I love Wink. Actually, Lois grew up in Naples Park.
Yeah, I know. We love Lois.
Now, this morning, it's the clouds. It's the sky, the shades, the different colors. We're not going to see the sun come up over here. There's too many clouds this morning. But to me, it's still beautiful. Just being out here, it's a great way to just chill out.
Oh, agreed. This is the most peaceful morning I've had in a long time.
It's got to be fun coming to the beach and working. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. People are like, "You call that work?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it kind of is."
Well, because you must feel a certain responsibility to the beach and to people.
Well, it is. Like I said, my beach family. I don't want to let them down. They like seeing the beach in the morning. Now, I'm not out here every morning. I mean, usually 3-4 days in a row. Then I'll take a day off.
I think that is earned. That is earned.
But people, they don't realize how long I'm actually out here. They see the videos and some photos that I share, and okay. It's like, no, by the time I get everything posted for the day, it's 5 o'clock. It's a full-time thing. Remember, I started 5 o'clock out here.
That is a long day.
I love it. I'd rather be doing this than something else.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's interesting we're out here today talking about Ian. This is maybe the calmest ocean or Gulf day you can get.
We have, it's been rough the past several days out here, and this is actually the past week.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have a pretty high tide today too. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys are close to a beach, you might want to get to one to get some video of it, because it's going to be like almost 3 feet high. The high tide, so that's pretty high. It's usually me and him out here in the morning, Jason on the tractor.
This is every day?
Weekdays, yep. They rake the beach.
Is that just after Ian, or was that before Ian too?
No, that's our Collier County beaches. They don't do the state park like Del Nor Wiggins.
Right.
That's just, and I believe they do the city of Naples. I'm not sure. I'm mostly on the beaches here in North Naples, from Clam Pass to the south up to Wiggins Pass. And Del Nor Wiggins is my favorite because it's natural. There's no condos.
Yeah.
But Vanderbilt Beach is nice. All of our beaches are beautiful here.
Yeah.
But if I have my druthers, Del Nor-Wiggins. It's just a little more of a walk for me up there, but I'll wind up there.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, what is it about? Because you come here every morning to this beach, right? Or you
yeah. Sometimes I'll start up at Del Nor-Wiggins.
Okay, but mostly this part of the beach. Is there something about this part that's most special to you compared to other beaches in Southwest Florida?
It's close to home. That's the
sense.
whole thing.
Logistics
It's close to
are
home. Yeah.
important.
I mean, we have Sanibel's gorgeous. I mean, all of our beaches here. Each beach, is unique in its own way here in Southwest Florida. I mean, you go to Sanibel, it doesn't look like this beach. I mean, Sanibel's got a very unique shape to it.
What do you think makes Vanderbilt Beach unique?
Vanderbilt Beach. Let me think about that one.
Sure.
It's the lifestyle, I think, here on Vanderbilt Beach. It's the condos that you see on the beach, the beachfront homes. I mean, that is, people give their right arm for that, to live on the beach. It's the beachfront living, the beach lifestyle, being so close to the beach. Whereas, like I said before, the Del Nor-Wiggins, it's the serenity. It's not the condos. It's all about the beach and nature. I always say my two favorite ladies, I have three. My wife's number one, of course. But my other two favorites are Mother Ocean and Mother Nature.
Aww.
I love those ladies.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a different crowd at Vanderbilt Beach, too. You'll see, especially up where we started, it's a younger crowd of people, whereas Del Nor-Wiggins is more of older folks. They want a little more quiet, peace and quiet.
Right.
Vanderbilt Beach in the old days was kind of the party beach.
I might come on the other side
Sure.
of it for a little bit.
Sure, they want to see your face. Yeah, Vanderbilt Beach was more of a party beach, especially up at the north end. We used to have what was called the Cheeky Bar, the Vanderbilt Beach Inn, and that was the hangout up in North Naples. Now there's a big condo up there, Mariah Bay, which I have an interesting little story about Mariah Bay.
Sure.
I'd love
to hear it.
They got, all these buildings here, pretty much the water went right through the bottom floors of them. The older buildings, they got damaged the worst because they were built to different standards. The newer buildings, mostly it's parking down below, and all the walls were designed to just blow out when the storm surge came through. The older buildings, not so much. That's where they're still working on repairing those buildings. There's probably 3 or 4 of them. But this Mariah Bay, one of my friends was out sitting in his chair for sunset, smoking his cigar on the beach, and a gentleman came out and was talking to him that lived in Mariah Bay. And he said he stayed during the storm. And up on the second floor, they have this beautiful lobby that's all glass. You look out, and he said, I was up against the window watching the storm, and I saw the water coming up. And he said, when it started splashing up against the window here on the second floor, okay? Yeah. He said, I started thinking I might have made a mistake staying here. And by then, obviously, it was too late to leave. There's a lot of people that rode the storm out in these condos. But I don't know. Listen to Matt Devitt. That's what I tell everybody. I always tell people to download the Wink app and listen to Matt Devitt.
Straight from Robb.
Yep. Oh, so look at those colors. And look at that camera. That's not we can pretend it's our sunrise since we can't see it this morning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little break here.
Yeah.
And we can kind of scoot up the beach a little ways, and then I'll start a second live feed. So if you have any questions you want to ask me while we're walking up there, that's fine.
Wow, beautiful.
It is gorgeous. All of my beach friends are actually getting to know a little bit more about me than I normally share during one live feed.
You're like, Robb is chatty today.
Yep. Normally it's a little more mellow. I'll do a little talking, then I'll be quiet. since I've got you here. That's why I always invite people to walk with me. It's like it's fun to have somebody walking with me.
It's like you have guests on.
Yep.
Like you have a talk show.
Well, I have all these people, but people see me walking up and down the beach in the morning, they think I'm nuts. It's like I'm talking to himself all morning long. We might see a couple friends pass by. Usually, every morning I'll have somebody come up and say, "Hey, are you Rob? I watch you all the time."
Oh.
It's like, and that makes my day. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. That's what it's all about. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap this up. I'll be back in a little while, so stay tuned. I will be back with Rachel.
Bye. See you soon.
Go watch Wink during the break. All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country, the place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. Tally ho. Tally ho.